I'm still not where I want to be. You know, I'm still hungry. You know, I'm starting to smell it a little bit, and you know, hopefully I can get there soon. But you know, as of right now, you know, I'm getting ready for my next start.
Well, when you smell it, you're going to be a beast, I'm going to tell you.
He's still not where he wants to be. I mean, that's like Barack Obama winning the presidency and saying the next day, well, I'm still not where I want to be. I mean, what? No, I mean, he's not where he wants to be in terms of being in the majors. But, I mean, I think even with the high expectations on him, I don't think even anyone in the Nats organization expected him to be this dominant.
He's a beast.
At the upper minor league level.
You know, you remember David Clyde.
Oh, yeah.
You remember Pete Broberg.
Brought him up too early.
Yeah.
Texas Rangers, both of them.
But those guys, I saw Broberg when he was a rookie with the Senators.
Right.
He had a 95 plus. David Clyde, was a major league player in high school.
Right.
And he would have been a good one at the big league level. Of course, the injuries slowed him down, but they brought him a little.
They brought him too fast, and he was the big difference between him, of course, and Strasburg is that Strasburg pitched in college. That's 4 years of essentially minor league baseball.
And Broberg went to Dartmouth.
Yeah, and Broberg, which is low level college baseball. But of course, you know, Strasburg pitched at San Diego State. That is not a major baseball school. It's not like pitching, say, at Arizona State or one of the Florida schools. But it is, you know, but he had an extraordinary career coming out of it.
But you know, if you look at major D1 baseball, big time, they play in big time parks, and they get in their hometowns. It's a moneymaker.
And they play with big time pressure.
Oh no,
that's the thing. You know, it's not like high school where, you know, a guy like David Clyde is here playing against guys that are down here.
Right. Oh no, he was.
And so you know, to bring this is the whole.
See, today, Tim, it's more psychological, you know, reviewing and all of that kind of stuff. Back in those days, when you came up, they didn't even care about you. They looked at you and said, okay, go ahead, you're up here, so go ahead and do what you got to do. Today, you bring a kid in, you sit him down, you talk to him. It's a few more educated people. Also, you know,
and not to mention the 24/7 news cycle, and every game, every inning of every game is on TV and being replayed over and over and over. And so the pressure becomes that much greater, the attention becomes that much greater. Someone like David Clyde coming up, he got a lot of attention, but he was pitching in Texas. How many people in New York and Boston and D.C. and Chicago and St. Louis and L.A. were even seeing what he was doing?
Right.
Now everybody can see everybody.
Right. Andre, go ahead.
Hey, how you doing, Glenn? How you doing, Mr. Good. Hey, I like the way that the National bringing this kid up. They're not rushing them. They're bringing them up slowly. And when this kid do get there, they're going to have a lot of tickets sold in that stadium. It's going to be hard to get some tickets, you know, in National Stadium. And Tim, I'd like to know, my favorite player that ever played the game was a guy they used to call the Bull. His name was Greg License. You know, how good you think he was? Because he never got, you know, a lot of good credit, you know, any credit.
Well, this kid had a lot of home runs. He got a lot of credit.
Well, he was a monster.
He had 400 home runs.
He had a body like Frank Howard. He had that same
strong,
massive
compact
monster,
swing.
but 6'7", 6'8", 275, something like that. I mean, Luzinski. I
don't know if he was that tall, but he was.
Well, he was. Well, maybe not 6'7", maybe 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah, because he played with one of my boys in AAA, and a kid named Mickey Bowers, who's from this area, Mount Vernon High School back in the day, and they played minor league ball together. And he was a horse, man. He could hit you downtown. He played for the White Sox, and he did get a lot of play. Because when you hit 400 home runs, you get play. No question about that.
Now he runs a barbecue stand up at Citizens Bank Park like Boog's Barbecue in Baltimore.
He and Boog, they about big as two bulls.
Oh, they are big boys, big boys.
Here, I'll say this again, I'm going to say it 100 times. If Strasburg can get the curveball over on a regular basis, he is unhittable.
Yeah, because the 99, 100-mile-an-hour fastball is great. But major league hitters, as you know, will adjust to that if that's the only pitch you've got, and you don't change speeds and you don't change location.
Especially if they see him the second time around, Tim.
Right. Well, that's the question. Once they see you the second time around the league.
Right.
But if you can neutralize them with that curveball and keep them honest, I mean, that's an old-time curveball, isn't it?
Right. Oh, that's.
I mean, that's an old
Snapdragon, baby. That's a beast right there.
What they call a 12 to 6 curveball. 12 to 6 on the clock.
That's a good one, man. That's a good one. Hey, Bob, go ahead.
Hey, I actually wanted to pick up on one name that I haven't heard anybody mention yet, and that's Pudge Rodriguez. And I think there's a couple of elements. One is he's, I think, the real reason the Nats have had success this year, because he's brought leadership and championship to the team. The other, when you talked about some of the guys who haven't made it from high school into the majors, none of them have had a catcher the caliber of Pudge Rodriguez. You almost think back to the movie Bull Durham with Crash Davis, obviously a lot more accomplished. But I think Pudge is really the difference, and you know, the way he's playing, this isn't like a 2-month thing. He'll be there for the long haul. I want to get your thoughts.
Well, it's making that 2-year contract look like a good deal, which they were criticized for when they gave him.
But see, here's the deal with Rodriguez. First of all, he didn't have to hit, and I'm sure that when Riggleman talked to him, Riggleman's been around the game a long time. He says, "Look, man, I don't care if you hit or not. He's going to hit. I don't care if you hit. All I want you to do is handle my pitches, make the calls. You know, think for these guys out there every now and then. Go down, calm them down, block low pitches, frame. That's what I want you to do. I don't care about you getting a lot of hits and all that. Your hits are going to come. You know."
Well, he throws out 42% of base runners trying to steal against him in his career. That's an unheard of number. Nobody else in baseball, even a great catcher like Yadier Molina in St. Louis, is close to that number. And this is a guy with a Hall of Fame offensive career as well, but he is in great shape for a guy 38 years old who's with that many miles on him behind the plate. He never moved out from behind the plate like a lot of guys do.
That's true.
You know?
That's true. Lines are open for more of your baseball calls. Tim Donald's with me, 703-387-1020. Check out what's coming up on the Sports Talk schedule. Tim's nationally syndicated radio talk show, Talkin Baseball. He and the King, Phil Wood, talk to the biggest names in the game every Sunday, 4 to 6. You can hear him locally on The Fan, 106.7 FM. Check him out.